Welcome to My South Africa. Here we talk about all things related to business and entrepreneurship using examples and illustrations that are easy to follow. Dropshipping in South Africa is still a new concept. A lot of people don't know how to go about it. This is my experience after building a dropshipping store in South Africa. I started a dropshipping store selling luxury items like watches, expensive phones, expensive clothing. It was not easy at first. YouTube marketers make it seem like this is a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. Making money with dropshipping is not easy. It requires a lot of hard work. The good thing about this business is that you don't spend a lot of money for setting it up. Nowhere near as you would with a traditional store or an ordinary online store. You don't spend money on inventory. You are basically selling things that you don't own. This is easy because your buyers don't have to touch the products before buying them. They only have to see a visual representation of your products. What is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a form of retail business wherein the seller accepts customer orders without keeping the stock on hand. The seller then transfers the order details of the customer to the manufacturer or supplier who then ships the products directly to the customer. This simply means that when you buy from a dropshipping store, they take your details and send them to the supplier together with some of the money that you paid them, and then the supplier ships the product back to you as the customer. Is dropshipping profitable? Dropshipping can be a very good business when done correctly. However, most people underestimate the effort and hard work that is needed to make this business successful. Dropshipping has very low profit margins, which is what most people who are successful dropshippers won't tell you. You might have seen people post screenshots of the amount of money they make with dropshipping, and it just seems too good to be true. In most cases it is. Here is an example. Let's say an iPhone 11 costs 18,000 rands in South Africa, and you find one priced at 11,500 rands overseas, and you decide to dropship it. Assuming that you price the phone at 13,000 rands, you will likely spend around 600 rands on ads before getting any sale. Shipping costs might be around 300 rands. This means in reality your profit will be around 600 rands. This is why a screenshot of 13,000 rands will be very misleading, because it gives the impression that you have made 13k while in reality you only made 600 rands. Here's how to start a dropshipping business in South Africa. Build a website. You can't dropship without a website. You will need to have a website. This is the website that you will use as an online store. This is where people will buy and you will handle everything. There are a lot of options for e-commerce stores. A lot of people use WooCommerce or Shopify, but you have other options like Magento. In my personal experience, WooCommerce is the best. It gives you a level of control over your business that you don't get with the Shopify store. A WooCommerce store in South Africa costs anywhere between 6,000 rands and 15,000 rands if you are going to use a professional web designer. Or you can do it yourself for completely free. All you have to do is watch some YouTube tutorials. You will be able to set up your WooCommerce store for completely free. All you have to do is pay for hosting costs. Join a dropshipping platform. I personally use Shopmaster. It is completely free. These platforms just make it easier to dropship. At first, I used to go to AliExpress, then download the images of the products I wanted to dropship, then edit them to my online store alongside with information. This is a very painstaking process. A dropshipping platform allows you to just import all that information to your site with a few clicks. That way, you can import hundreds of items in a very short space of time. Import products. When using Shopmaster, you'll just need to make a few configurations with your site. Then go to any e-commerce store that allows dropshipping and just copy and paste the URL of the product you want to dropship. Import all the products you like. You might want to change their descriptions a bit. It shouldn't be obvious to your customers that you are dropshipping. A dropshipping platform will keep track of the items you dropshipped. When those items are out of stock, they will automatically be out of stock on your website too. When dropshipping products, you'll have an option to increase the prices and add your own variations and customization. Start selling. This is the difficult part. It's hard to get traffic for any website. You'll need to find a way to direct people to your website to see your products and ultimately buy. A lot of dropshippers use ads to attract people. You can use Facebook ads, Google ads, or Pinterest ads. Google and Pinterest are probably your best bet. It is easy to set up a dropshipping store. The problem comes when trying to sell to people. Your website is not like Takealot. People don't know it, so they don't just come to your website to browse. It's also incredibly difficult to rank on Google for your products. It may take close to 2 years to really get traffic from Google. This is because Google won't just send people to your site. What if they get scammed and you deactivate their site soon after collecting money? You need to prove that you are trustworthy first. You will need to advertise your business for that to happen. This was a guide on how to start a dropshipping business in South Africa. Follow these steps and you'll be able to successfully start a dropshipping business. Do you have any thoughts or questions? Comment below.